searching for you, Mr. Ward.
Your queen has returned. The world of man shall fall.
In 1572, an evil witch named Malkin is imprisoned high on a mountain by Spook Gregory. Spooks are warriors who fight dark and supernatural creatures, so it is Gregory's duty to keep the world safe from witches like Malkin. Many years later, a full blood moon rises, giving Malkin her powers back. With her magic restored, she transforms into a flying monster and breaks out of her cell. At the same time, Gregory is relaxing in a tavern when his apprentice, William, arrives to tell him about a girl who has been acting strangely at the church. Gregory explains he is taking a short break, but a man overhears and begins to insult him for not helping. The man touches Gregory's shoulder, and Gregory reacts by pushing him away. A fight begins. Gregory uses only his mug as a weapon, even handing the man a sword just to make the fight fair. After defeating him, Gregory pours alcohol over the man and leaves with William for the church. Once armed with their tools, they enter the church and see a possessed girl chained to a pillar. She uses her powers to throw a cross at them, but Gregory catches it easily. Her father says she has been like this since the previous night. Speaking with a deep, demonic voice, the girl warns that Malkin has escaped. Gregory realizes the witch is controlling the child. He places a bag of magic powder around the girl's neck, causing her to collapse. A dark spirit leaves her body, and her voice returns to normal. Her terrified parents quickly take her away. The dark spirit then forms into Malkin, who mocks Gregory and tries to manipulate William, but it doesn't work. Gregory gives William a signal. William throws an axe, aiming to make the large church bell fall on Malkin. She avoids it and turns into a beast, cutting Gregory's chest before trying to fly away. William shoots her with an arrow and traps her with a silver net. She drags him into a wall, but he refuses to release the net. Gregory catches up, and together they pull the beast down. The silver weakens Malkin, and she collapses back into her human form. They trap her inside a cage, but before Gregory can lock it, Malkin grabs William and pulls him in. She chokes him and fills him with dark magic until he dies. Heartbroken and angry, Gregory sets the cage on fire. Malkin transforms again and breaks free, escaping into the night. Meanwhile, in a nearby forest, a young man named Tom tries to hunt. His sister scares the animals away and reminds him of their chores. Tom isn't a good hunter, but he dreams of a life bigger than working on the farm. Suddenly, Tom is overwhelmed by frightening visions. He sees Gregory and a strange woman. This happens often, so his mother quickly runs to comfort him. Moments later, Gregory arrives at the farm, and Tom's mother nervously hides the necklace she is wearing. Gregory explains that he is searching for a boy who is the seventh son of a seventh son, and demands something to eat. Tom quietly admits that he is the one Gregory is looking for. Gregory then offers the family money in exchange for taking Tom with him. Tom's mother believes it is too dangerous, but Tom insists on going because he has seen Gregory in his visions. Before Tom leaves, his mother gives him her necklace and tells him to keep it on at all times. Meanwhile, Malkin returns to her home and finds her sister Lizzie badly burned. Instantly, Malkin uses her magic to heal Lizzie and fix the damaged lair. After a long boat journey, Tom and Gregory arrive at a city. Gregory hands Tom some money and asks him to buy supplies while he visits the tavern. As Tom walks through the marketplace, he notices people have captured a girl named Alice and plan to burn her, believing she is a witch. Tom recognizes Alice from his visions and rushes in to protect her. He tells the crowd that he is Gregory's apprentice and will take care of the witch. The townspeople let him take Alice away. Once they are alone, Tom cuts her ropes. Alice warns him that Gregory's apprentices always end up dead. Before leaving, she asks Tom not to tell Gregory about her. That night, Alice returns to Malkin's lair, revealing that she is Lizzie's daughter. Malkin is pleased that Alice has been spying on Gregory. She then declares that they must gather all the dark creatures and prepare for the full blood moon. Back in the forest, Tom walks beside Gregory, frightened by strange spirits hiding in the dark. Gregory explains that these ghosts only attack dangerous beings, and that they must stop Malkin soon. Suddenly, Tom starts shaking and sees a vision of Malkin escaping her cage. He faints and does not wake up until the next morning. Tom finds himself on a boat with Gregory and a troll named Tusk. When they reach land, they go to Gregory's home, which is filled with weapons, books, and unusual tools. Tom discovers a tapestry showing the Falcons, a group of noble knights who once trained seventh sons of seventh sons to fight evil. Many years ago, there were thousands of them, but now Gregory is the only one left. Gregory explains that an apprenticeship normally takes 10 years, but he only has 1 week to train Tom before the full blood moon. This powerful event happens once every 100 years, and last time, it gave the witches enough strength to start a war. That night, Tom wakes up to Gregory calling for help. Tom searches the house and finds a suit of armor with a skeleton inside, but nothing else. When he turns to leave, the armor suddenly glows and comes to life. Tom runs, while the armor smashes through doors to chase him. It throws a spear, but Tom dodges it and climbs onto a tall structure. The armor follows him using a chain and swings its sword wildly, breaking everything around Tom as he desperately avoids the attacks. The armor throws Tom off the platform and jumps after him, trying to finish him off. But before it can kill Tom, Gregory steps in and destroys it. Using his staff, he knocks the armor down and keeps hitting it until the dark magic inside is gone. Afterward, Gregory scolds Tom for leaving his room. He has already failed his first test. Gregory then tosses the staff toward Tom and attacks him with a sword, making rude comments about Tom's family to provoke him. Tom is not a skilled fighter yet, so Gregory quickly traps him with a sword against his neck and calls him useless. Angry and desperate, Tom throws a sword that lands right next to Gregory's head. That small act convinces Gregory that Tom is worth training. Gregory begins teaching Tom about Malkin's demonic minions and her dangerous lieutenants. He trains him in knife throwing, metals and herbs that can harm dark creatures, how to identify different monsters, and how to protect himself from spells. Meanwhile, at the evil fortress, Malkin's lieutenants arrive with an army of demons. When one minion dares to look at Malkin, she kills it immediately for disrespect. With this, Alice understands that Malkin doesn't care about her own followers. She tries to warn her mother, but Lizzie insists that Malkin would never harm their family. That night, Tom wakes up again after hearing a noise and sees Alice bathing in the lake. She tells Tom to turn around before she comes out and magically gets dressed so he won't discover her secret. But when Tom turns and touches her hand, a bright spark appears, forcing Alice to reveal the truth. She is a witch. Legend says that if a witch touches a man under the moonlight and a spark appears, that man is her true love. Alice tells Tom that not all witches are evil like Gregory claims, and she admits she has been watching him. They are about to kiss when Tusk starts having a nightmare nearby, interrupting them. Tom turns to check on Tusk, and when he looks back, Alice is gone. The next morning, they hear city bells ringing. This means the spooks are being called for help. A group of knights arrives to escort them to the city, a trip that will take 2 days. When they arrive, a priest tells them about a monster that no man dares approach. Inside a cage is a creature that looks like a bear, but Gregory recognizes him as Urog, Malkin's most violent lieutenant. Gregory sends all the guards away and locks the doors, saying he will fight the beast himself. Urog breaks free and charges, but Gregory throws silver powder to force him into his human form. A fierce fight begins. Both men show impressive skill. When Urog corners Gregory, Tom throws something at the monster to distract him. Urog turns and attacks Tom, beating him badly. Gregory jumps back in and takes control of the fight again. Trying to escape, Urog climbs the walls. Gregory orders Tom to jump on top of a hanging cage to act as bait. Tom jumps down just in time, and Gregory cuts the rope, making the cage fall and crush Urog to the ground. Next, Gregory tries to choke Urog with a chain, but Urog transforms back into a bear. Tom throws more silver powder to reverse the spell, and together he and Gregory manage to push Urog into a cage and chain him up. The knights prepare to pour oil into the room, and Gregory asks Tom to start a fire to end Urog's life once and for all. However, Tom cannot bring himself to kill someone, so Gregory does it himself. After Urog burns, Gregory scolds Tom, saying he is useless if he cannot face witches, and they part ways. All of this is secretly witnessed by Alice, who later approaches Tom. Alice explains that she has been researching the spark. Sometimes it signals a shared destiny, other times it is just dust. She also reveals that Gregory once loved a witch. In a sudden moment, Tom kisses Alice, and the two spend the night together. Tom wants to run away with Alice to a safe place, but she insists no such place exists. This triggers a vision showing a dark world ruled by Malkin, with Gregory being killed. Alarmed, Tom decides to return to his master and says goodbye to Alice with a kiss. Meanwhile, Malkin meets with her lieutenants, who inform her of Urog's death. She orders Lizzie to bring Gregory to her. Lizzie transforms into a bird and flies off. The next day, Tom finds Gregory, who admits he once loved Malkin. She was not always evil, but fear and hatred changed her. When she discovered Gregory had married someone else, she killed his wife out of jealousy. Gregory captured Malkin but could not bring himself to kill her, so he imprisoned her instead. He regrets showing her mercy, as Malkin is now terrorizing the world again. Gregory shows Tom his wife's grave and explains that he pushes Tom hard to prevent him from making the same mistake. The two continue traveling, but their carriage is suddenly stopped when Tusk appears with a warning. The ground trembles violently, and the horses flee in fear. A monstrous creature called a boggart bursts out, striking the carriage and throwing everyone to the ground. Gregory warns that boggarts cannot be fought and urges everyone to run. The boggart hurls the carriage, causing them to tumble down a hill. Tusk roars at the beast, momentarily freezing it before being knocked aside. Gregory and Tom escape through a mountain tunnel but get stuck at the edge of a cliff. The boggart reaches into the tunnel, forcing them to jump into a river. A fisherman on a raft helps them, but the boggart jumps into the water, capsizing the raft. It grabs Tom, who stabs the creature's hand with a knife to free himself. Climbing onto its back, Tom plunges his knife into the boggart again. In pain, the creature is swept by the current and falls over a waterfall, hitting a rock and dying. Tom swims to shore. There, Lizzie finds him and warns him to stay away from Alice, threatening him with a sword. Tom grabs the blade just as his necklace activates, releasing magic that disarms Lizzie. Recognizing the stone, she says it belongs to Malkin, then transforms into a bird and flies off to warn her. Minutes later, Tom reunites with Gregory, who immediately notices the necklace and recognizes it as the Umbran Stone, the witch's most sacred talisman. The stone amplifies their powers, making illusions seem real. If Tom's mother possesses it, it reveals that she is the witch who stole it from Malkin, explaining Tom's visions. Meanwhile, at her lair, Malkin tries to convince Alice that Tom is as cruel as Gregory. Alice insists he isn't, so Malkin offers her a deal. If Alice retrieves the stone from Tom, Malkin will spare his life. Using her magic, Malkin empowers her lieutenants and sends them to attack the city. The front gates explode as they arrive, and the lieutenants begin a deadly assault. One transforms into a giant monster, while another wields multiple arms to fight with swords. Tom's mother leaves her daughter with a friend and intervenes in the battle, hurling a pitchfork to pin a lieutenant on a pole. She then seizes his staff and kills him. Sensing the magic, Malkin attacks, capturing Tom's mother with her tail and burning her alive. In the mountains, Alice waits for Tom. When he is alone, she approaches him. After a kiss, she asks him to run away together, and Tom admits he loves her. Their moment is interrupted by Gregory, who captures Alice with bolas. He insists she is a spy, but Tom refuses to believe it and frees her. A furious Gregory confronts Tom, revealing that the stone is missing, proving Alice's kiss was a trick to steal it. Tom rushes into the woods in search of Alice, only to be ambushed by Lieutenant Radu and his minions. Outnumbered, Tom struggles, but Gregory and Tusk join the fight. After defeating many minions, they try to escape, only to find a cliff blocking their path. The minions use a trunk to push Tusk off the edge while capturing Tom with ropes around his legs. As they drag him down, Gregory offers his staff to help, but Tom slips and falls. Radu uses the distraction to trap Gregory in a net, intending to deliver him alive to Malkin. Tom survives the fall and sees a vision of his mother's death. Her ghost encourages him to fill his heart with courage, telling him he is the only one who can use the stone to stop Malkin. Determined, Tom retrieves Gregory's staff and helps Tusk, who is still hanging from the cliff. That night, back at the lair, Radu frees Gregory from his restraints and sends him to Malkin. He informs the witches that Tom fell to his death, and Lizzie tells her daughter it was for her own good. Alice, however, is furious and disappointed. Using the stone, Malkin attempts to hypnotize Gregory, drawing him closer. Just as they are about to kiss, Alice intervenes and steals the necklace. Alice dodges a few guards and runs as the spell breaks, causing Gregory to scream in panic. Malkin grabs him with her tail and hurls him against a building before transforming into a beast to chase Alice. Lizzie pleads with her not to kill anyone, but Malkin ignores her, and Lizzie transforms as well to follow them. When Malkin is about to attack Alice, Lizzie grabs her wing and brings her down, crashing them both into some columns. One column begins to fall, and Alice rolls out of the way, accidentally leaving the necklace buried under the debris. Lizzie falls as Malkin breathes fire, but the witches keep fighting. Meanwhile, Radu transforms into a massive beast and roars in Gregory's face. Alice tries to hide but is found by Tom, who threatens her with a knife, demanding the stone. She explains that she lost it and only stole it to protect him. When a minion spots them, Tom throws a knife to defend themselves but gives away their position. Tusk jumps in to block the minions, and he and Tom fight them hand to hand. Tom wields Gregory's staff, while Tusk relies on his incredible strength. Alice defends herself as Malkin tries to take advantage of the distraction, but Lizzie tackles her midair. Tusk continues battling the minions while Tom faces a fast lieutenant who slashes at him repeatedly. The lieutenant then transforms into a wild cat, giving Tom the opening to retrieve the necklace. He puts it on and activates the staff's power, instantly burning the lieutenant to ashes. Alice, still fighting, encounters another lieutenant who overpowers her. Just as he is about to strike, Tom intervenes with the staff and burns him to death. Radu, in beast form, captures Gregory. Gregory accuses him of lacking honor for not fighting fairly. Radu transforms back into a human and gives Gregory a sword so they can duel properly. Their skills are evenly matched until Gregory takes a severe slash to his stomach and is forced to hide. Radu topples a column to force Gregory out, but Gregory strikes back with his chain blade, finally defeating him. In the sky, Malkin grabs Lizzie, attempting to bite her neck and stab her with her tail. Lizzie fights back with her own weapon, and both witches scream in pain as they crash to the ground. They revert to human form, and Lizzie begs Malkin to spare Alice. Malkin calls her a traitor and kills her. She then retreats to her lair. Gregory tells Tom he must face Malkin alone. Inside, Malkin pretends to be weak and tries to grab Tom by the neck, but Tom arrives in time, throwing a knife that kills her. Malkin whispers something about a curse before Tom sets her on fire. Later, Gregory uses the staff to burn a tattoo onto Tom's hand, officially marking him as a spook. Alice visits Tom and wonders if the spark between them was real or just dust. Tom proves his love with a kiss, but he must leave, having chosen the life of a spook. Gregory retires, leaving the staff, his home, and Tusk under Tom's care. At that moment, the city bells ring, summoning Tom for his first official mission. If you enjoyed this Seventh Son 2014 movie's full recap, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and thanks for watching.